Welcome to Lesson 3 in the Cooking with Chef Mark Knife Skills course. Today you're going to learn how to julienne carrots and other vegetables, and it's a very classic cut for getting the precise little julienne cut. So let's just jump right in. Okay, so I'm going to show you now how to break down carrots, and this is a nice big one. This is one of those ones you see in the juice bars, you know, they go down through it. But it's nice and thick, so it's going to serve our purposes really well. Firstly, you want to just peel it. So, and I just use my regular peeler, and there's lots of ways of doing it. You can go this way or that way, I don't know. I just sort of go, I hold it, and I slowly turn the carrot, and then I can keep the peeler in one place. And there we go. A little bit more there, okay? All right, so we got this beautiful carrot. We've just now shaved it well. And I always try to take the ends off, you know, just the front and the back, because that's the part that's exposed. So now, essentially, we have a carrot, none of which has been exposed to the elements, right? So it's nice and clean. Now, you've got basically a round thing. I mean, there's some edges to it, but that's kind of hard to cut. And because carrot is kind of a hard vegetable, you really want to be careful with it. So to make it easier, you're going to shave off a little bit and give yourself a nice flat surface, turn it on there, and then it won't roll around as you're cutting it, because whoop, roll around as I cut it, and I'm going to slice my finger. So you carefully hold it and take a nice, and it didn't go in one shot, but it doesn't matter. Just get a nice little bit there, okay? Now I'm creating a flat surface. So now I've got a nice flat surface to work on. I can lay that flat and keep my carrot from moving around the table as I cut it. So I'm going to create first planks, and there's a lot of ways you can do that. You might think, oh, I'm going to start from here and just sort of move my knife through. It'll wobble. You won't get a nice stark plank, so I just simply start up here and then go straight down, okay? Same thing once again. Straight down. And you see how it's not one. If I had a shorter piece of carrot, I could do it in one fell swoop. And in fact, I'm going to show you that because it is a little bit easier with a shorter. Again, I got my claw. And in fact, you can use that knuckle, see, the knuckle, as your guide. So that's going to tell me how thick my slice is going to be. Okay, that's going to be about, what is that, a 1/16 of an inch? Okay, I just go right against my knuckle and straight down. Okay, let it fall to the side. The dimples there make it easier. And again, another plank, and another plank. Okay, now it's getting kind of thin, and my little flat surface is a little wobbly, right? So just throw it to the side. Now, I've got 3 different kinds of things going on. I've got these long planks, I've got these edgy bits, I've got my good, nice planks. This is if I'm making filling for sushi, right? So those are going to be good for that. And then this is going to be just the pieces that I can chop, okay? So let me show you with my planks here. Clear my workspace. See, these are nice and straight and even and nice and thick, and they stack up. So, again, same technique. Keep them stacked, use my knuckle as a guide, and simply go through. This is what gives you your julienne cut, okay? And I don't know why they call it Julienne or who she was, but she has her name on a cut now, so she's forever memorialized. And we just go all the way through, okay? And now they're all perfectly the same size, you see? Beautiful, beautiful, thin julienne cut. Okay, so those can go into sushi rolls or summer rolls or in a salad or just to snack on. You know, they're really nice. Okay, julienne cut. So, you know, I still got this little end piece over here, and I can just basically do the same thing. It's a little thicker than what I used before, but it doesn't really matter. I can actually sort of go through it like this. Okay, and I've got sort of thicker planks. Those might serve your purposes, but if not, you can simply lay them down and cut them in half, and then see, look, they match these guys. Okay, just see, you can take your time. You don't have to feel like you need to speed through things. And in fact, at first, I would recommend that you really do take your time. You know, be very conscious of your technique, and you might think, well, I'm used to doing it the way I've always done it, and you feel safer, but the truth is, the more you practice with the proper technique, the better you'll get at it, the faster you'll get at it, and the less often you'll cut yourself. So there we go, got some beautiful julienne carrots. All right, so we've done our julienne carrots, our little thin strips, and again, you can really turn this into a dice very easily. So if you see, I got a little stack here. I hold it with my claw, and I go through and I just chop down, okay? And now this fine cut, if you do a really fine cut, that's called a brunoise. And I wish I could tell you what the origin of that name is. I don't, but you know, the French have names for everything in their cooking. You can just call this a fine dice, okay? And you see I'm slowly going through. I'm just keeping my stack sort of straight and together. That's really all I need to worry about. You don't need to go fast here. In fact, as I said, go slow at first. Practice the intricacy of your cuts. Get them, see, look how nice and tiny these are. You see? Really nice, small, fine cut in there. It's a great cut. And I've got, these are all the brunoise cut. And I've got my little itty bitties at the end, okay? Now, what I like to do, whether it's the peppers or carrots or whatever, or onions or whatever, this is the sort of running your knife through it to get fine bits. So I'll show you. I'm not going to be able to use my claw to hold these, and I might cut myself. So that's when you just put your hand here, and you run your knife through, and you turn, then you get your pile back together, and you do it again, okay? You sort of do it on each side. You keep moving your pile until you get fine, fine little cuts. Now these aren't going to be perfectly square cuts like we did before, but it's a good way of dicing up whatever remains. Okay, so now you know how to make precise julienne cuts every single time. You can check out more of the knife skills video course in my Remarkable Palate channel right over here. And of course, I'm making brand new videos all the time, and you can see some of those videos here on the screen and just click through. So enjoy.